Have you ever felt like you had something important to say, but people didn't really listen? Or maybe you struggled to find the right words, and later thought, I should have said that differently. The truth is, communication affects almost everything in life. Your career, your relationships, your confidence, even how much respect you receive from others. Some people walk into a room, speak calmly, and instantly command attention. Not because they talk more, but because they communicate better. The good news is, this isn't a talent you're born with. It's a skill you can learn, practice, and improve over time. Before we continue, I want to say something important. I'm not a communication expert or professional coach. What I share here comes from what I learned through reading, research, and real-life experience over time. I dedicate time to studying personal growth, communication, and practical life skills, and I share what I learn along the way. So let me ask you something. What's your biggest communication challenge? Speaking with confidence? Finding the right words? Or getting people to actually listen? Let me know in the comments, I read every one. In this video, we'll go through 3 powerful communication skills that can help you earn respect, express yourself clearly, and connect better with the people around you. Let's start with the first mistake most people make. Have you ever noticed that many people talk all the time, but very few are truly understood? There's a huge difference between simply saying words and actually communicating. Effective communication doesn't happen by accident. Above all, it's the responsibility of the speaker. Yes, the listener plays a role, but when the message doesn't land the way it should, the problem usually starts at the source. So how do you take control of your communication and make people actually want to listen? First, give people a reason to pay attention. Are you offering something valuable, or just filling the space with words? If what you say doesn't add value, the other person's mind simply switches off. Make sure you're speaking to the right people, at the right time, about what actually matters to them. Second, be direct. Get to the point without unnecessary detours. Using more words doesn't make your message better. In fact, the more you talk, the more likely you are to lose your listener along the way. People have limited attention, and once that limit is reached, they stop listening. Third, confirm what the other person understood. It's surprising how different what you said and what the other person heard can be. Ask simple questions to make sure your message was received the way you intended. Fourth, choose your words carefully. Avoid jargon, complicated language, and metaphors that can be interpreted in multiple ways. The simpler and clearer you are, the lower the chance of misunderstanding. Fifth, whenever possible, communicate directly without passing the message through others. Every extra person in the middle is another opportunity for distortion. Sixth, and perhaps most important, choose face-to-face communication when you can. Email, chat, and even phone calls hide facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language. And these elements are essential for complete communication. A look, a gesture, or a change in posture often says more than scattered words. In the everyday life of the average American, communication is everywhere. From the moment they wake up and check the news, to the commute to work, to meetings throughout the day. And in business, the ability to communicate well is one of the most valued skills. Leaders who can't express their ideas clearly create rework, frustration, and low productivity. And this doesn't apply only to professional environments. In personal life, communication is what builds real relationships. It's how we share experiences, express feelings, and connect with the people we care about. One point many people overlook is the weight of nonverbal communication. A handshake, eye contact, the way you sit, or even how you cross your arms, all of these speak for you. In many situations, nonverbal communication is even more powerful than the words you say. So here are a few practical tips you can use to improve your communication starting today. Be clear and concise, listen with empathy, think before you speak, and learn the basic signals of body language. A simple but effective technique is the thanks rule. what you say should be true, helpful, affirmative, necessary, kind, and sincere. And remember, most communication isn't in what you say, but in what you show. Your posture, gestures, and expressions make up more than half of how others perceive you. Master these signals, and you'll project confidence, even on days when you don't feel completely confident. The first skill, listen to understand. Listening is not the same as hearing. Hearing is passive, real listening is active. Active listening means you're not just waiting for your turn to speak, you're genuinely trying to understand what the other person is feeling and saying. The goal of active listening is not to argue, correct, or deliver a clever response. The goal is to make the other person feel heard, validated, and often help them find their own solutions to their problems. To practice active listening, start by being fully present. That means putting your phone aside, stopping the habit of looking around, and giving your full attention to the conversation. You can't fake this, people notice when your mind is somewhere else. Next, pay attention to what isn't being said. Up to 65% of communication is nonverbal. Tone of voice, speaking speed, gestures, and facial expressions often reveal more than words. At the same time, be mindful of your own body language. Keep an open posture, avoiding crossed arms. Smile when appropriate. Lean slightly forward to show interest. And nod at key moments to signal that you're following along. Finally, maintain the right level of eye contact. Not so much that it feels like staring, and not so little that it signals disinterest. A practical rule is to maintain eye contact about 50% to 70% of the time, in cycles of 4 to 5 seconds. Then briefly look away and return. This keeps the conversation natural and comfortable for both people. The second skill, speak with clarity. Before we continue, let me ask you something. Which is harder for you, knowing what to say, or saying it clearly? Let me know in the comments. I read every one, and your answer may help someone else improve too. If listening is the first skill, speaking with clarity is the second. And clarity isn't about using difficult words or long sentences. It's about being understood. Before you speak, ask yourself, what is my purpose here? Are you trying to inform, persuade, inspire, or solve a problem? When you know exactly what you want to achieve, your message naturally becomes more focused and powerful. Many people lose clarity because they start talking without direction. They jump from topic to topic, ramble, repeat themselves, and in the end, no one knows what the main point was. A good communicator always has a central idea and a clear conclusion. If you can't summarize your message in one sentence, you're not ready to speak yet. Next, simplify. Simplicity is the shortest path to clarity. Don't try to impress people with complicated words. Great communicators make complex ideas sound simple. If your grandmother wouldn't understand what you said, you missed the mark. Another essential point, listen actively before responding. And don't underestimate the power of tone and body language. Even the clearest message loses impact if your tone sounds aggressive, defensive, or insecure. Speak slowly, use pauses for emphasis, and keep your posture upright and relaxed. Remember, people may forget what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. Finally, manage your nerves. Feeling anxious before a presentation or an important conversation is normal. The secret isn't eliminating fear, it's managing it. Prepare your key points in advance. Practice in front of a mirror. Record yourself. Smile, it instantly reduces stress. With time and practice, confidence follows. The third skill, communicate with confidence. Communicating with confidence isn't about never making mistakes. It's about projecting certainty, even when you feel unsure inside. And this is a skill you can learn. First, prepare in advance. Before any meeting or important conversation, spend 5 minutes reviewing what will be discussed. Write down your main points. Anticipate possible questions and objections. Having a mental roadmap keeps you from getting lost in the moment. Second, use signposting and bridging phrases. Signposting tells your listener that something important is coming next. For example, the main point is, or I can't emphasize this enough. Bridging helps you transition smoothly between ideas, that reminds me, or, speaking of that. These two techniques help keep the conversation organized and under your control. Third, know your audience. Before speaking, ask yourself, what do these people really want to know? What are their concerns? What problem are they trying to solve? Frame your message not as something you want to say, but as something they need to hear. This creates immediate respect. Fourth, ask open-ended questions. Confident communication isn't about talking all the time. Often, it's about pausing and asking. Questions like, what do you think, how does this align with your perspective, or, which part isn't clear yet, show that you value the other person's opinion and are willing to adjust when needed. Remember, people respect those who listen, speak with clarity, and project confidence without arrogance. It's not about being the most extroverted person in the room. It's about being the most present, the clearest, and the most respectful. And that's something anyone can learn. Improving your communication skills doesn't happen overnight. But small changes can make a powerful difference. Listen to understand. Speak with clarity. Communicate with confidence. These three skills alone can change how people see you, how they respond to you, and how much respect you earn. In your work, your relationships, and your everyday life. So here's something to think about. Which of these three skills do you want to improve first? Listening, clarity, or confidence? Let me know in the comments. I'd really like to hear from you. And if this video helped you in any way, consider subscribing to the channel. This channel is all about quiet improvement, small, practical steps that help you grow without pressure. You can also check out the previous videos, where we talk about personal growth, mindset, and life skills that make a real difference. And stay tuned, because the next video will continue exploring practical ways to improve yourself, one skill at a time. Thanks for watching. Keep improving, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next video.